I'm your host, Danielle Winningham, and today we're going to be talking about why the majority of women businesses, over 50% of women businesses, fail to scale beyond $50,000. I ain't lying to kick it. Hey, Dakisha. Hey, not your playing, Jane. Hey, Mina. I'm not lying to kick it. This is a Forbes article. You can go and look it up. Hey, Jacqueline. Welcome back, Luminous Beauty. Hey, Pamela. Casey, Life Giving Slayer. Hey, Trinette. Hey, guys. Hey, Katrina. You know, and for us who's on a journey, thank you for the heart, Life Giving Slayer. Thanks for the super heart. Hey, Marche. Hey, D. Morris. If you're on a journey for whether it be your first 6 figures or your first 7 figures, that's some disheartening news. That's some of that news that make you say, wait a minute. Somebody typed it in for me. That's some of that news that make you say, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do differently? And I, right, Lynette, wait a minute. So you're telling me that these women's, oh, go ahead, Pamela. Pamela about to sign up for UCU. Hey, Hosetter, we still need to get that call in. When you hear a report from a reputable establishment like Forbes that says women are failing to scale beyond $50,000 a year, I don't know about you, but if all I wanted was $50,000 a year, I go to a job. Is that a true story? If all I wanted to earn was $50,000 a year, I go to a job and do the bare minimum. Baby, you know how you can be at work looking busy, but you ain't really busy? Hello? You don't work this hard at a job now. Because see, at a job, you got some people you can delegations to, right? I go to a job, baby, and be in my office, sleep. Hey, Agatha. I be in my office, baby, on the internet. Y'all know we don't really be working at work. Y'all know we really don't be working at work. Unless you got a real job. At the end of my career, I had a real job and they would pile so much work on me, I couldn't do all that tomfoolery. But at about the $50,000 range, baby, if you breathing hard at your job at $50,000, you need to find something else to do. So guys, make sure you share the broadcast. I'm giving away one of my digital products called Super Streams. If you want to know how to generate revenue around this here Super Bowl that's coming up, you want to win that product. So make sure you hashtag share. Oh, no, Pamela, I got to tell the truth. I tell the truth. I got to tell the truth, y'all. You can escape work at a job. You can't escape work in your business. So if I'm going to work this hard, I want to make some real money. How many of you want to make real money in your business? Hashtag real money. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. What are you missing in your business that's causing you to fail to be able to scale beyond $50,000? The first thing you're missing. Now you're missing a lot. I'm going to talk about the umbrella and then I'm going to talk about the spokes in the umbrella. So the very first thing that you're missing is a CEO mindset. Somebody say, ouch. This is not a hobby. You're not an employee. You started this to make money. You are a CEO. That means stop putting on every hat in your business. Stop being a solopreneur. You cannot scale to 7 figures as a solopreneur. And that's why I named this broadcast From Solopreneur to 7 Figures. Because the first place you got to change is your mindset. And they said that 17% of women-owned companies don't have employees. And that's why you can't scale. It takes money to make money. Somebody hashtag true story. It takes money to make money. So if you're not investing in your business, then you can't expect a high return on your business. True story. So 17% of women-owned businesses don't have employees. They do everything in the business. And in doing everything in the business, you fail to be able to sit back and focus on what the business really needs to be able to grow. And I'm going to give you 3 things today. Somebody show me a number 3. 3 things you must have in your business in order to be able to scale beyond that 50,000, 100,000. 3 things you got to have. And I'm going to be honest with you. Even if you work at a job, these are still 3 things you need. And 3 things most women don't have. Number 1, you need a mentor or coach community. If you're in corporate America, if you have your own business, if you want to be successful, at some point, you've got to have somebody who's already been there helping you get where you want to go. I did not get to being a vice president at JP Morgan Chase without having a series of wise counsel. Hashtag wise counsel. For all of you women that think you know it all and you think you can do it by yourself and you think you don't need to invest in coaching, good luck with that. Because I don't care whether it was in corporate America or whether it was what I do. Hey, Julie. Bottom line is that without wise counsel, even the word says it, the people perish. So maybe that's why your business is faltering. Because you're trying to figure out something that I figured out $500,000 ago. Somebody look at your neighbor and say, ouch. You're trying to figure out something that I figured out $500,000 ago, and you refuse to pay me $99 to teach you what I figured out $500,000 ago. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So because you failed to be a CEO in your company, right? And get the counsel that you need to be able to circumvent some of the challenges that you have, you can't scale beyond $50,000. So the first thing you need is a mentoring community. You've got to have a bevy of wise counsel on your team. Who is the best at what they do? And invest in them to get the knowledge to build your brand. I promise you, you'll make that money back and then some. If you haven't shared the broadcast, hashtag shared, make sure you shared. Hey, Shalonda, we're going to be giving away one of my digital products this week called Super Streams. Teaches you how to make revenue for the Super Bowl. So hashtag shared in order to be chosen to win that digital product. So number 1, you need wise counsel. You need a counseling community. Number two, and this is the same for women in corporate America. Who got your back? The majority of women are so busy running around complaining about women who have burnt them in the past that they're missing the opportunity, hey Antoinette, to build relationships with the women that are going to carry them into the future. I'm going to repeat that for the cheap seats. The majority of women, everybody done had a altercation with Omarosa. Everybody done had a beef with, what's old girl off The Apprentice that stole Vivica's phone and text out that stuff about Vivica going through hot flashes. Everybody's done had a female who stabbed them in the back. Okay, so get over it, because that's not all women. Kenya, that's not all women. And when you don't have a network of women, right? You don't know who to contact for web design. You don't know who to contact for PR. You don't know who to contact for editing. You don't know who to contact for publishing. You don't know who to contact for ghostwriting. And so you lend yourself to the world. And you're going to get tricked every single time. Because, hey, Roz, you don't have those connections, right? You don't have those connections with other individuals who can help you get what you need. Same in corporate America. You don't know who's hiring because you don't know women in other companies. And so when it's all said and done, you're an island. And islands can't make money. You've got to have connections. When you have connections, you're aware of opportunities that you wouldn't be aware of if you didn't have connections. There's not a week, hey, Miss Kendrick, that does not go by that Alto Vista does not inbox me about some global or national opportunity for me to grow my brand. I want you to ask yourself a question and be brutally honest. When is the last time that you really partnered with other women to grow your brand? I'll wait for it. When is the last time that you really partnered with other women and said, Louis Farrakhan said the other night, hey, Liz, baby, I hope you're feeling better. He was speaking about the Jewish community and how someone in the Jewish community may have just did a deal that did somebody bad. But it doesn't matter. They'll go to each other and be like, look, I know you got the short end of that last deal, but it's Rosh Hashanah. Let's just let that go and let's go make this new money. How many people are you partnering with so that you guys can jointly move to the next level? And if that number is 0, whose problem is that? You're in the wrong community. Whose problem is that? You're in the wrong community. And until you get in a right community, you're going to continue to be a solopreneur. True story or not true story? Hey, Shanita. And here's another thing. Stop passing up opportunities to partner. For about 2 weeks now, I've been running a video. Hey, y'all, let's get together and do something for International Women's Day. Hey, guys, International Women's Day is March 8th. How many of you are interested in doing something? Some of you said yes. Some of you didn't respond. And the ones that didn't respond will be the main ones talking about, I ain't got nobody to partner with. I ain't got nobody to get my back. But the Bible says if you want a friend, you got to show yourself friendly. And we're having a collaboration meeting tonight. bit.ly/collab with DW. We have a ton of opportunities for you to participate in and for you to grow your brand. But you got to say yes and show up. Ain't nobody going to beg you to be part of a community. So you need a community of your peers. Like-minded individuals who do different things that are on the same journey as you. Why? That's your encouragement. That's your motivation. That's your support. That's your resource guide. That's your resource guide. If you find yourself always not knowing the answer to something or always not knowing where to get what for your business, some of y'all still run around using tools that don't help you like MailChimp. Some of y'all still running around building websites on Wix. If you don't know the basics, it's because you're out there by yourself. And until you get to that point where you either build a community of your peers or find an existing community of peers to partner with, you're going to struggle. And who wants to struggle and still only make 50 grand? So number one, you need a mentoring community, a coaching community. You need a bevy of wise counsel. Number two, you've got to have peer support. Who's on this journey with you? Who got your back? Number three, I don't care what business you're in. You've got to build community around your products and your services. The days of I'm finna go out there and get a whole bunch of likes, that's over with. Because we all know that you cannot eat likes. There's no such thing as a follower soup. There's no such thing as a popular sandwich. That if you can't convert the people that are following you to money in the bank, that's a problem. Which goes back to, do you have a CEO mindset? Because I don't care how much you love what you do, until you have a CEO mindset that you're going to put a price on what you do and people either want it or they can move around. Until you have that mindset, you're not really a business owner. And that's what keeps women from scaling in business. Operate as if you're a business. If you feel like you should raise prices, raise them. Walmart ain't worried about if I raise prices, people gonna leave. Target ain't worried about if I raise prices, I'm gonna leave. Look, listen to me. I make mistakes. I make mistakes. And if somebody wants to leave my community because I left a mistake, I'm not going to chase them. I do way more good than I do bad. But I'm far from perfect. You understand what I'm saying? You got to make decisions for your best good. You got to make decisions for your next level. And if every now and then you make a mistake and somebody wants to they burn you at the stake because you made a mistake, get away from me with that. You ain't over there burning Walmart at the stake. You're not over there burning Dell at the stake for having all these offshore employees. You're not burning these banks at the stake for keeping your account with overdraft fees. But see, that's another problem we have as women. See, if you know it's a women-owned business, you're going to try to burn me at the stake and badmouth me and do all of this foolishness. Let it be a man running this business or let it be another race. Oh, it's about to get deep in here, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to tell the truth. Can I be brutally honest? Some of the stuff that y'all jump up in my inbox with, you would not dare approach a white woman with that or a white man with that. You would not. You might not even approach a black man with that. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. And so the way I give it back to you, I give it back to you like they would give it back to you. And if that makes me wrong, I'm wrong. If that makes me wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I've seen it too many times. I've seen it too many times. Constantly in my inbox, asking me questions for information that's right there. You wouldn't do that to them white folks. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. If you respect them in business, respect me in business, because we all travel the same path to get right here. Listen, this ain't about being racist. I'm talking about the way African American women come at African American women. Like I'm lucky to be here. Fool, I worked hard to be here. Every time I say something about my success, folks say, yes, God is good. God is good. He good to all us. So tell me why you not here. I took what God gave me and I used it. That's not ego. That's the truth. That's not ego. That's the truth. You telling me I can't pat myself on the back for generating 7 figures and being a single mom and sending 3 kids to private school and retiring my mama from her job? You telling me I can't pat myself on the back? You stupid. And if you don't want to hear me say that, move around. See, that's another thing people don't realize. That is another thing that people don't realize. Everybody ain't gonna always like you. Come on and play patty cake with me now. Everybody ain't gonna always like you. Oh, that's a good book, Amy. I read that book a long time ago. Did y'all catch that, Petty Cake? Everybody ain't gonna always like you. Everybody ain't gonna always like you. Forget them. You spend more time worried about the folks that don't like you than the folks that would go ham over you. Here's my stance. I'm a great partner. I believe in being fair. I believe in uplifting everybody. I do my best to get everybody an opportunity. If you don't like me, I don't care. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm always reaching out. I'm always creating a platform for women to excel. I go above and beyond for my clients. I'm always working to encourage and motivate them to cash in on what God gave them. And if somebody doesn't like that, I don't care. There's nothing wrong with not caring. Most CEOs of major companies don't care. They don't care about laying people off. Why? They got to make a decision for the best of the company. So at some point, what you're going to realize is I got to make decisions for the best of my company. And my real ride or die clients, they going to ride with me. Did y'all catch that? Your real ride or die clients ain't going nowhere. The real people that love or respect you, they're not going to leave when the wind blows. Or when somebody else comes that way that seems smarter, a little bit smarter than you. They're not going to just follow dummies that you introduced them to. Your real clients. Everybody ain't your real clients. And everybody will never be your real clients. It's a true story. So sometimes you got to go where you're celebrated and not where you're tolerated. See, the beautiful thing about live stream is I don't go get nobody and tell them, come on this broadcast. I'm about to live stream. Anybody that's here came of their own volitions. And if they come of their own volitions, then whatever I have to say, I can be free to say it. And if they don't like what I say, then there's always that X in the upper right-hand corner. It's not being egotistical. It's not being arrogant. It's being truthful. It's a very true story. Hey, love, how you doing? It's a very true story. So a lot of you need to spend more time building community among the people who are going to love and respect you instead of trying to get into communities that don't have no love for you. It's a true story. I've never understood how abuse draws us in. I tell my team all the time, if I wasn't so personable, people wouldn't handle me this way. If I wasn't so accessible, people wouldn't forget the path that I had to travel to get here. It's some coaches that don't generate nowhere near. and you know I love you too, Liz. What I generate is some coaches that don't have near the clients that I do. But baby, you let them, you look at them from the outside. Oh, but baby, you can't get in touch with them. You can't have a conversation with them. You can't get with them in the inbox. They're not going to email you back if you email them, and you love that. Question yourself sometimes. Why am I putting up with tomfoolery? So again, International Women's Day, March 8th. Hey, Anastasia said, I'm back. You back from last night, boo? International Women's Day, March 8th. If you want to get you and your brand in front of 100,000 women. That's our goal. That's our goal. 100,000 women. If you want to get your brand and yourself in some shape, form, or fashion, and if March 8th don't work, we're going to be doing events all over the nation all year. Go to bit.ly/collab with DW and get in how you fit in. And quit complaining about not having contacts and not being able to grow your brand and not being able to do this and not being able to do that. Community is everywhere. I'm going to tell you, I've built a community on live stream that rivals any community I've had in all my life. Women that I only get to see once or twice a year. No, Liz, you know I'm not going to let you get missed out. I saw your message come in. Women that I only get to see once or twice a year hold me in higher regard than some people I grew up with. And sometimes you got to take what you can get. Can I get an amen on that? Sometimes it ain't even how I met you or how long I've known you. It's how you treat me. It's how you respect my body of work. It's how you support me. So I could have met you at the garbage convention, but you got my back. That's real. That's some real stuff. So we've got to stop letting years account for the reason we're in relationships with women who don't reciprocate. We've got to stop being comfortable in relationships with women who are not stretching for the next level if we are. That is one thing guaranteed to keep you. Oh, thank you unapologetically, Kay. That is one thing guaranteed to keep you down. Stay yoked up with somebody who's not stretching like you are. Stay in a community with somebody who's not stretching like you are. That is a more than certain way to stay exactly where you are, despite your own efforts. Hey, Krista. So if you want to move forward, you got to have, we say 3 things, women. 4 things, really. Number 1, you've got to start to look at your business as if you're a CEO. That means you can't be doing your own web design. You can't be doing your own social media all the time. You can't be doing your own graphics. You can't be your own admin. At some point, when you start to generate revenue, you have to bring people in. And the more people you bring in, the more money you make. You got to operate as if you're a CEO. That's number 1. Number 2, you've got to invest in counsel. Stop thinking you know everything about everything because you don't. And that inability to invest in counsel keeps you stagnant and it limits your earnings. Number 3, you've got to have partnerships. We're going to be doing events all over the country. Hey, Krista Staples, and outside the country. This year, bit.ly/collab with DW. And I told you before, it's not about me. I made a commitment at the beginning of the year to help more women. We are coming to Canada. I think we're coming to Montreal or Toronto. So, and it's on the website. Yep. Hey, Zany. It's on the website. So the thing about it is, let me know, Krista. Go to bit.ly/collab with DW. We're doing Canada. We're doing Puerto Rico. And we're doing St. Croix. We're doing St. Croix and Puerto Rico at the beginning of next year because of the storms that they just had. But yeah, we about to hit the road. bit.ly/collab with DW. Guys, don't miss the opportunity. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, South. We're going to be everywhere. Don't say I didn't know, because I've been telling you. And that mean if you didn't know, that mean you ain't been watching close enough. Hey, Jennifer. So you got to have that peer group who's referring you to the tools that you need to move to the next level. And last but not least, I don't care what community that you're in. You need to build a community of loyal fans. There's an old book out there called Raving Fans. If your fans are not excited about you, if the people that follow you are not family members to you, if they're not excited about what's going on in your community, then how do you keep the torch lit? And the answer to that is you don't. I can honestly tell you that the people that are in my community, that stay in my community, get more support. Even if you just come through my community briefly, it always tickles me when they have all the tag a woman that's making a difference in your life. And I look at the people y'all tag and you met all of them or 90% of them through me. It's a blessing. I let y'all make it. Because sometimes you forget that you didn't know any of those women before me, which is a benefit. That alone in this community, that's priceless to me. That you go from, I don't really know anybody online to now you have 25 and 30 sisters. Yeah. That you know on a real close basis. See, you forget that. And then when you leave the community because you say, oh, I can't afford coaching, look at all the connections you miss of the people that come after you. See, I don't know if you guys see what I see, but I see benefits of being a part of a community that's not messy. People forget. People don't like to remember who did what for them. I see the benefits, though, of being a part of a supportive community that's always growing, that's always moving to the next level. It was said a long time ago, and it's the truth. Your network is your net worth. How big is your network? How knowledgeable is your network? How responsive is your network? How forward-thinking is your network? How inclusive is your network? How consistent is your network? I want you to ask yourself those questions. And if you don't have a community, feel free to join this one. It is worth your time. It's worth your energy, and it's worth your financial investment, because there's nothing like being a solopreneur. At some point, you got to say to yourself, when will I get the tools that I need to scale up? For those of you that are on my mailing list, I'm actually going to send out the Forbes article tomorrow, because I want to show you what it's saying about women and why women can't move beyond that 50,000. This is my interpretation, but I want to show you what they said. Because if you're intent on being a high 6 or a high 7-figure earner, you got to say to yourself and be willing to tell yourself the truth is, what are my flaws? What's holding me back? And how can I move beyond that? All right, guys, don't forget the collaboration call is at 6 p.m. tonight. If you can't make it, still sign up so that you can get information about what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a 100,000 second live stream for International Women's Day. We're going to be, our goal is to get in front of 100,000 viewers on March 8th. So if you're interested in getting your product service, doesn't have to be business related. This is about helping women live their best life. Period. bit.ly/collab with DW. We're going to be launching a book, a women's compilation, women helping women to win in life, and women helping women to win in business. We're going to be releasing that on March 8th. And then March 8th is going to be the kickoff for our Million Networking event, which is a series of events. Hey, baby Daisy. That's my baby Daisy, y'all. Hey, beautiful girl. Hey, mama's baby. Them children getting on your nerves. She has a job at the Boys and Girls Club. You at work, Pumpkin? She's coming to see her mommy this weekend. I'm excited. Mommy, miss you, baby. That's my daughter, baby. When one of the twins come to broadcast, I got to shut the broadcast down to speak to my babies. I do. They away at school. I miss my babies. Ooh, but that's okay, boom, boom. I'm going to pinch them cheeks this weekend. So, yes, if you're interested in, again, we're going to be launching the Million Networking, which is women all around the country coming together for the express purpose of finding the 7 women that's going to get them closer to 7 figures. How many of you need that? Say me. How many of you need to get in a room with women who are driven, who are hungry, who are intent on creating generational wealth, on building a legacy, on getting beyond the scale? Yep, just go to the link bit.ly/collab, COLLAB with DW, and you'll be able to get the information. Guys, Zig Ziglar says, in order for you to get what you want, you got to help other people get what they want. I want multiple millions. Do you? And in order for me to earn multiple millions, I'm going to have to drag some women across that $1 million mark. And I don't have a problem with it if that's what it's going to take. I'd rather get the ones that want to go. I don't want to have to talk to you too hard. My baby had me on Twitter last night with this hashtag tweet like the 1600s. I don't know if you guys have seen that. But I feel like I'm Harriet. Don't make me wait too long for you to pack. I feel like I'm Harriet. Don't make me have to question you too much for you to come. I feel like I'm Harriet. And if I'm coming to save you from not being able to scale beyond 50,000, don't make me have to explain it too many times how we gonna get there. And that's real. That's real. Take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime. Within the lifetime of the opportunity, we've got to build our own communities. We've got to build our own self-sustaining businesses. We've got to connect in a way that we've not connected in the past. Whatever that looks like. I ain't even got to be the leader. It ain't about it being my idea or my money. This is about all of our ideas, all of our money, all of our leadership. So what say you? I'm taking the journey. You just got to choose to take that journey too. bit.ly/collab with DW. It's a world of women out there that need us. Will you be involved? All right, Coach Lay, see you guys later.